Hey folks, it's Dave here, back in Studio C, and today I'm playing Fuse, the cooperative game of speed and strategy. And yeah, we played this over Christmas, and this was so much fun. We had, people were playing this game, people were gathered around the table watching us play. This is really a fun game, Fuse. I'm going to show you a little bit about it today. Disclaimer though, I'm not associated with this game. I'm not an expert at this game. This is not meant to be a video to show you exactly how to play the game. I may make mistakes. All that being said though, I think you'll get an idea on how the game is played after watching this video. Okay, I just like to get that out of the way in case I do make mistakes. Okay, so it's by Renegade Games over here, and it comes with a free app. I highly recommend getting the app because this is a 10-minute game, so any timer will do. But this app is really cool. When I start this counting down, you'll see why. How you play the game: you take the dice, you roll the dice on the table, and you match it up with the cards. Okay, so this bomb here, to defuse this bomb, it's any number, any color. Okay, I don't know if you can see this or not here, but that's not doing a very good job here. So this is any number, any color, and that's got to equal that. So you could use like a 6, and so let's just play it out here. So we could do a 6 equals a 6, and the black equals a black. Okay, so as long as that works out, see, it can be any color, so it's just got to equal out. So this bomb would be diffused. This one here, you need numbers that add to 11. Okay, this one here, this is one of these that you stack, so you need yellow or black, red or blue, yellow or black, and then blue or green. So you would do it like this. You would stack it up like this. Now I'm doing this wrong because it's not the right colors, but that's how you would do this card. You would stack it up. There's also cards like this that are pyramids. So you would need a 1, a 3 or a red, and then a 2, and that's how you would stack this up. Again, these dice are wrong, but just showing you how you would stack this up. Okay, so along with filling the cards here on the table, some you have to stack, and then you also have some that are pyramids that you got to build. Okay, so that's how you defuse the bomb. So let's put aside the level 4s and the level 6s right now. Okay, so what you would do is you would determine how many cards you'd want to play with. The more cards, the higher the difficulty of the game. So let's just say you want to shell out 20 cards. Okay, there's also these cards in here you can sprinkle in for added difficulty too. If you were to flip over one of these, let's just say that you had a card going here and you had a green 5. Well, you flip this over. Well, you got to get rid of a 5. So this would come off your card, and you'd have to replace that on the card. That would be a 6. This would be a blue. So if I had this going right now on this card, okay, well, let's just say this card. So if I had this going on and I flipped over a blue, I don't have any blue to get rid of, I'm safe. Okay, so you can add these cards in that'll take away a color or a number for added difficulty as well. So let's shuffle up here and just play a little bit of a solo game. Okay, so I'm not going to include any of these right now. I'm not going to include any of the level 4 or level 6s. I'm just going to play levels 1, 2, 3. So what you do is you start off and you give yourself 4 cards. Okay, and they can't all be level 3 to start. So we're going to put these here. So you're supposed to have different levels here, but this would be fine for right now. And then off to the side, you would put 5 cards face up, if I can get them all on camera. Okay, and then the rest of the cards would be off to the side here. Now, I might not want to play this whole deck. Okay, I might only want to play a total of 20 cards. So I have 9 on the table. I would count on 11. So I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So for me, this would be my game. This is what I would have to do. So I would have to play. These are my 4 cards that are in play. This is the next pile I choose from, and as I clear bombs and replace them, I put a fresh card here in the pile that I can choose from. So that's how you would set it up. So again, I'm drawing 3 dice. So what I would do is I would reach into my bag right here, and I would take my 3 dice and I would roll them, and you have to use all 3. So I put a 3 here. 4 is greater than 2. Now here is the stack. I need a 1. I can't do anything with a 2 or 3. I need a 1 first. And then over here, I need 4 numbers of the same, so I could put a 4. If for some reason you cannot play a dice, okay, let's just say I didn't have this, okay, and let's just say I had this. I can't play this 4, even though it says here, let's just say that was covered up. I couldn't use it. You have to roll this, and you either get rid of a 6 or a green. So in this case, I would get rid of the green, and that's my penalty for not being able to play the dice. So that's how you play, and then you throw everything back into the bag, and you pull out 3 and roll them again and place them. So I got my 1 I could put here, the 2 would go here, and the 5 I can't place, so that would be a penalty, and I lose either a 1 or a black dice, so I will take the black dice because the 1 is harder to replace, and then I would go and I would continue on. Now again, the idea is to go really fast. So I'm going to start the timer, and check this out. This is really cool. I'm going to put my microphone over here.
Warning. Enemy activity detected on board. 10 minutes to total ship destruction.
So that's the app. That's kind of cool. It gives you a little bit of ambiance in the game. So here I go. So I'm going to start rolling here. So 1 is less than, so I want the 1 there. Oh boy. I can put a 4. Oh, blue 4 here. This is really difficult to get. A blue 4, and I don't have anything here. So a black 2. I don't have a black 2, so there's no penalty, so I roll. So I pull out 3 dice, and I roll my 3 dice. So I have a 5. I want to get rid of this card because a blue 4 is really difficult to roll. There's no other way around it. So this bomb is diffused. These dice go back into the bag. I have a black 6 that I can't play. What I do sometimes, though, is I'll take the next card and try to use the dice. So I'm going to put the 6 here. So now I got to put this over here. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and take 3 more dice. And roll my 3 dice. So I need a 2. I don't get it. A 3 here would solve that if I can get a 4. 6 plus... Oh boy, I'm in trouble. A 6 plus 3 is not going to work for me unless I get another 6. So I'm going to roll penalty dice. Damn it. I'm going to lose a 1 and a 3. So I'm not doing very well at all. Let me roll 3 more dice. Okay, so I got my 2 up for my stack. 4 and 5 gives me 15. This bomb is diffused. So I take a new one and I replace that one. And I will just take this right here. Now check this out. When it gets to 8 minutes, she always says something. That's pretty cool. I like that app. That app really does add to the immersion of the game. So we'll roll some dice here so we can do this. So we got a 4 here. I can't really use anything else. So well, let me do this. If I do 4 equals 4, this card is gone. I can take a new card. I'll take a pyramid. I can put the 3 here, and so then I go. So that's how you would play the game, and you would keep trying to roll these dice. I'm stuck here. I need a 2. I can't get a 2, but I could put. Boy, I could do red and green and blue in a pyramid, and this card is gone. And so you can see how it plays out. I'll pause that there, but you can see how the game actually plays out. So I would replace this card, and I always got to keep 5 over here in my next pile. So you got the pile you're working on, what's coming up next that you can see so you can diffuse, and then you have the unknowns here up here. Now again, I didn't include any of these cards here, so I was on real easy mode. I didn't have any level 4s or level 6s in there either. So that's kind of how you play Fuse. And what's really fun, let's just say we were playing 2 players, okay? And what's really neat too is there's this little reference here. So on the back of the rule book, if you ever get stuck, this really tells you the legend of what you need. So this will tell you what you need. This will tell you, so if you ever get confused, this is a good little cheat sheet on the back. And again, in the instructions, it tells you, there's a training level standard, there's insane level, depending on how many cards and how many levels you want to use. So there's a 4-player setup. everybody gets 2 cards, as you can see. So that'd be player 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you would roll 4 dice. So let's just say, so if we had 4 players, so this is this person, and this is this person, and this is me, and this is this person. Okay, so you would have your 5 cards in the middle, like it showed. So this is kind of messy, but just to give you an idea. Okay, so we got player 1 over here. We got the cards in the middle. Okay, we got player 2. I'm making a mess of this. But what you would do is you would roll 4 dice, and everybody would have to choose one. So you would roll 4 dice, and everybody would look at their cards, right? And it would be like, well, I can only use this, so you take that. And then someone else will say, well, I can use any one of these 3. So you kind of go down the line working together, and so I can only use the 5. Okay, great. Boy, I really could use the 4. Great. Well, this guy can use anything, so I'll take the 6 over here. So you would work together. So every time you would roll, everyone looks at the dice, and you try to figure out who can use what the most. If there's ever a chance to defuse a bomb, you let that guy take it, and you defuse the bomb, and you go from there. So the idea is you want to keep defusing the bomb. So the cooperative part of this works really well, whereas everyone's like, okay, who needs what? And then everybody chooses from there. And sometimes it's like, well, nobody can use this, so we're all going to take a penalty. And you roll the penalty, and everybody takes a penalty. But anyway, Fuse. So much fun. The app really adds to the immersion of the game. You can play by yourself. You can play multiplayer. I think you can play up to 5 people. It works really well with 1 or 2. You could probably play with, I have only played with 3, and it was really tough with 3, just trying to make it work. But anyway, this is Fuse. Highly recommend it.